Hello children, let us now understand collar and the principles of collar development. Now what exactly is a collar? A collar is a garment part that is attached close to the neckline. And because this is close to the neck, this is part of your upper garment, so it is the area that has maximum attention, that gets the maximum attention of the person who is looking at you. So it has to be something that is finished really well. It should be something that suits your appearance also well. So there are three different categories of collars. So the first one is a stand collar. The second is a flat collar. And the third is a roll collar. Now it's very simple to remember them all because जो इनके नाम है उसी से ही इनकी quality है. So a stand collar is basically a collar that stands around the neck. Although I'm not very good in I have illustration, but I'll just try to explain with a rough diagram here that a stand collar is one that stands above your neck. So it's something like this that falls next to your neck. And the example of this is a Chinese collar. So Chinese people, because they introduced it initially, या दूसरा नाम इसको एक Mandarin collar भी बोलते हैं because Mandarin is again related to China. Another name that's given to this collar is Nehru collar because नेहरू जी भी जो कॉलर पहनते थे अपने जैकेट में उसका भी यही collar होता था. So Nehru collar is another name that's given to this collar. Next is a flat collar. As the name says, flat. So this collar, it lays flat on the shoulder. So if this is the neckline and this is the shoulder, so this is the kind of a collar that is called as a flat collar. So the collar bends and it lays flat on the shoulder. And the example of this collar is a Peter Pan collar. Peter Pan collar kids wear में mostly आपको मिलेगा. So frocks में you would find this kind of a collar done. थोड़ा सा उसको pointed बना देते हैं कभी, उसका थोड़ा सा placement थोड़ा सा change कर देते हैं and it becomes a different design. Another is a sailor's collar. सेलर्स का जो ड्रेस में होता है ना कॉलर, वाइट कलर के ड्रेस में, दैट्स बेसिकली अ सेलर्स कॉलर. तो वो फ्रंट से ऐसे होता है और बैक साइड से वो ऐसे एक स्क्वायर की शेप में फिनिश होता है. सो व्हेन यू सर्च अबाउट इट यू बी एबल टू सी दैट दिस इज अ सेलर्स कॉलर. सो दिस कॉलर लेज फ्लैट ऑन द shoulder of the wearer. Next is a roll collar. Roll collar is the regular collar that we have in shirts. So we can even call it as a shirt collar. So और दूसरा रोल कॉलर का एग्जाम्पल होता है जब आपकी हाई नेक्स कीवीज होती हैं और आप उनको रोल कर लेते हो. सो दैट्स अगेन अनदर एग्जाम्पल ऑफ अ रोल अप कॉलर और अ रोल कॉलर. सो दिस कॉलर बेसिकली हैज़ अ स्टैंड जिसके ऊपर वो खड़ी होती है कॉलर and then a fall. So let me just try developing it. Although I said I have not practiced sketching of late, but still we'll try a little bit to show you how it is. So it's something like this, wherein you basically have this is the stand and this is the fall of the collar. ये fall है उसका collar का. So stand के ऊपर fall आता है जो shirt collars में होता है. That's basically one example of a roll collar. Now apart from this you also have the turtleneck. As I said, जो आपका पूरा high necks होता है ना उसमें भी turn हो जाता है and you can decide the height as per your interest. अब collar can be it is not can be but I should say हमेशा collar के दो parts cut होते हैं. एक inner part होता है, एक outer part. या we can call it as one under part and one upper part. Now why do we do that? कॉलर का एक टॉप पार्ट होता है जिसको हम टॉप कॉलर बोलते हैं और एक अंडर पार्ट होता है एंड वी कॉल इट एज अ अंडर कॉलर. नाउ द डिफरेंस हियर इज that the top part is on the outer side. This fabric is onto the top side or outer side. और जो अंडर कॉलर है वो अंडर साइड इनसाइड होता है. But we always make sure that they both show the front side of the fabric. So if it is a printed shirt, so the print will be shown onto the front side of the top collar as well as the under collar. So you can actually pick a shirt, a collar shirt, and you can see a printed collared shirt, and you can see that the shirt has the design, a printed design, very bold, visible on both the sides, because the front side is on both the parts of the collar, that is the upper and the under part. Now we also try and take care that the collar is finished in between the two layers of the fabric, so that the fusing or the interlining that's added inside, or a stiffening that is added inside the collar, it is covered or secured well. Now there are a few terms given in your book as terminology of collar. The very first one is neckline edge. So neckline edge is basically the edge of the collar that is attached to the neck of the garment. So ये वाला collar यहाँ से attach हुआ है neckline के साथ में. So इसका ये neck edge होगा. And the collar edge is the one that is away from the neckline. So this is the collar edge. So इस वाले collar में this is the neck edge because this is attached to the neckline, and this edge that is on the opposite side of the neck edge is the collar edge. Okay, now after this the next is collar stand. Collar stand is basically the this portion wherein the collar stands up, that is the collar stand. In this particular case it is this raised part, that is the collar stand. This particular collar doesn't have a collar fall or a roll line where the collar will fall. So अब next term, fourth term है roll line. So इस collar में ये roll line है because ये attach तो नीचे से हुआ है neck के साथ में, but ये जो upper part आ रहा है ये roll line है जहाँ से इसको roll किया है. So roll line is where the collar is folded or rolled. So these are the four terms that are given in your book. I hope this helps you understand this chapter on collars. In case you still have any doubts, please feel free to write into us at creatives by Rachna at gmail.com. Thank you.